Hey there, it's me again. So I wanted to give you a little update about how my day is going. I woke up and I stepped on the scale and I gained a little bit of weight. It wasn't anything real significant, but just the fact that I gained is kind of discouraging because I haven't been starving myself, but I've been watching severely what I've been eating. And because I did gain, I do understand why I did. I ordered a salad last night from a restaurant, and so whenever you eat at a restaurant, you're just bound to gain at least a little bit of weight, I guess. So even though it was a salad, it was probably all the dressing and the chicken and all the cheese and the crap on top of it. So it's always better to pack your lunch. And I went down to Publix today because I realized I need to have some healthy options for me this week. So luckily there's a Publix a mile away from where I live, and I'm able to walk there to get groceries. And so I went with my boyfriend this morning. His name is Ren. I'm just gonna call him Ren now. I walked with Ren down to Publix, and for the first part of it I told him that I'm going to jog kind of slowly, so he was able to just walk right next to me, but I wanted to try to jog as far as I could. And so I started at the stop sign down the road, and I went all the way past the Edison home and down right by the 7-Eleven. So I'm thinking that I probably jogged at least a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile, which is unbelievable because my stamina is terrible. And so anytime I can, push my limit a little bit. And he said about halfway there, he's like, if you get tired, you can stop. And after he said that, I was like, no. And I just went crazy and I sprinted, and I sprinted for a good long time, and it felt so good. Oh my God, I got these chills, and afterward, I was breathing really heavily, really deeply, and I realized that I don't breathe very deeply very often. So it felt really good to kind of push my limit a little bit and go a little crazy. So I did watch Julie's video this morning, and she talked about 3 goals that she would like to set, and it's 3 things that you would eventually your final fitness goals or whatever. I think my very first thing that I need to do is, with my goals, I need to be able to say no to food. I feel like I have a pretty extreme addiction to food in general, and these past 11 days have been really good. They've taught me a lot in spite of the gaining I've been doing recently. But I've learned that I don't need food as a comfort, and that I need it for more as nutrients for my body. And so I think as a final statement, when I finally lose a ton of weight, I would like to be able to say no to food and say no when I get full, because that's another one of my problems. Is if I have a huge portion in front of me, I'll just eat, and I'll eat until I'm just stuffed, and I'll eat until my plate is cleared. And of course I know that portion control is so important when you're trying to lose weight and stay fit, because once you stretch out your stomach, then it takes a while for it to shrink back down, and you're always hungry and you eat the wrong things, and it's just a big downward spiral. So if you eat smaller portions, maybe 3 or 4, even 5 tiny small meals a day, I know that helps rev your metabolism. So also, my other goal is kind of like Julie's, to be able to shop and fit into everything. I mean, I know that's a little extreme, everything, it will never happen, but I'd like to be able to go into a store and have the idea of shopping as fun. I mean, I do like to shop now, but it's always kind of restricted into like a section of clothes I can buy. And I just want to be able to fit comfortably in the clothes that I'm buying, and I want to be able to go into a store and be like, ah, yes, everything in here would fit me, you know, if I got the right size. But so eventually I guess I'd like to be able to go into the mall and just have a really fun day and not get discouraged by the clothes that don't fit. And I'd like to be able to have a lot of options in what I buy, because now I'm just buying whatever will cover my body the best or what will help me look the thinnest, but I'd like to be able to buy anything. So maybe if I got down to like a size 6 or an 8, I would feel more comfortable with that. And just to say again, I am in a size 10, so I think if I were to lose about 30 pounds, I'd probably be closer to a size 6. So I don't know, maybe even, I don't even know. I don't think I could ever be smaller than that, so we'll just stick with a size 6, and that's probably a good size for me. My third fitness goal is to be able to be athletic, and that's kind of like what Julie said too, about how she'd like to be able to run or jog for a long period of time. And also, this is very similar to what Shanti wanted when she was setting her 3 goals for some challenge that she was doing when she first started in 2008. And she wanted to be athletic, and not like hardcore athletic, you know, but just athletic enough to where you can run around or like walk around the city, or, you know, bike or go to the park, or, you know, when you have kids, like run around with them. I mean, I just don't want to be winded by little tasks anymore, like climbing the stairs. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'd like to be able to climb stairs and not be like, oh my god, I just feel like I worked out, you know. I'd like to be able to climb stairs and be like, that was nothing. Okay. So, to be a little athletic, maybe even like join a sports team or something, which is kind of a stretch because I've never done anything like that before. And like I said, I had to take soccer my senior year in high school, and I was terrible. And I hated running, and I hated getting sweaty, and I was just annoying. But the most part, I think it was just not being physically fit and not wanting to embarrass myself in front of, you know, an entire class. But anyway, now I would like to be able to say no to food. I'd like to be able to go shopping and feel comfortable and like I have options in the clothing I'm trying on. And I'd like to eventually be more athletic. But by athletic, I don't mean like all hard-bodied and muscular. I don't believe that's very beautiful on women, and I think that the social standard of beauty is so high in this country that you have to be a size 00 and tall and anorexic looking in order to be beautiful, because I have this weird twisted meaning of what beautiful really is. And it seems like even the thinnest women, even if they don't even have a pretty face or a pretty soul, I still think that they're so beautiful. And it's just terrible that I think that way. So I would like to be soft, I would like to be curvy, but I would just like to be toned. And I think that's a very good weight loss goal all in all. But now I'm making some whole wheat English muffin pizzas. It's really easy to make. If you get hungry, you just take a whole wheat English muffin, which is like, I think it's like 70 calories for the English muffin. And you can put a little pizza sauce on it, some fat-free cheese, and some turkey pepperoni, and then like garlic or whatever. But the turkey pepperoni is really good. And the English muffin is really good too, and it actually is really filling because of the fiber content in the English muffin. And that's another thing I really wanted to talk about, was the importance of fiber. Because the more fiber something has in an item that you're eating, the more full you'll feel for a longer period of time. And there are actually fiber chewable supplements that you can take, because we're supposed to be ingesting some crazy amount of fiber, like 50 grams of fiber a day. And I was totally not aware of that. I was, you know, eating things with fiber in it and taking my fiber pills and thinking that, oh, I'm only supposed to have like 10 grams of fiber a day, but I just found out that it's like 50 grams of fiber a day, and that's a lot. And also, it's really important for your digestive health to eat a lot of fiber too, because the more fiber you eat, the more you're able to go to the bathroom consistently, and then it's kind of gross, but it's really important to eat a lot of fiber and to eat whole grains and things like that. So, alright, well, that's just a little information about how my day is going so far. I have to take a shower and get ready for work in a little bit, and I'm going to eat in a little bit. So, alright, have a good day. I'll update more tomorrow. Bye.